Thank you.
You're gonna send it back down? Rabbi, I'm assuming you know that Pam okay.
Well, thank you for letting me know.
I was assuming you'd heard, but I just.
Always better for me to hear from a bunch of people than to not hear at all. But I've been in contact with her 3 daughters to work out all of the
Do
details.
we know which day they're doing the funeral?
Tuesday.
I had a feeling it was gonna be Tuesday. Okay, what time?
So I'll announce it during the
Oh,
service
okay.
so that I don't need to announce it multiple times.
Okay.
So the first 2 lines.
Pardon me? Yeah. Well, I've known for the last couple of days that it's a matter of minutes, so.
Yeah, she's gonna fly. Because I talked to her this morning.
So all I have to do is clean it.
Does that help it move faster?
Yeah, just the way you
Got it.
Well, I'm never sure, and I'll need it so much the way if we go inside. Easier to be prepared than. Sandy, I have a quick question for you. Do either or both you and Steve want to be on the Life and Legacy Committee?
I'll ask Steve, but we might be committed up.
I can well understand that.
It's called the
It
Life
just-
and Legacy Committee.
It was just a conspicuous omission, and I was sending out an email late last night, and I thought of you guys, so it wasn't a good time to call, it was way too late,
That's
so.
very gracious.
No pressure, but if you want to be,
Formerly known as,
we didn't have it. It's the
there was
committee
no
that's-
endowment committee? This is not the endowment committee.
We are launching an endowment campaign on the high holidays. And this is the committee to help encourage people to donate and stuff. It's not a prescribed responsibility, so to speak.
There might be a committee named in the bylaws. The bylaws might,
It isn't.
Oh.
There's an endowment committee in the bylaws, but not a life and legacy. This is something we partnered up with,
yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
Jewish Foundation.
the West.
Okay, how does that affect the endowment?
That's, the endowment committee has been hand-tied for years. Since I was appointed to chair it almost 14 years ago. And now we're finally moving forward with this.
All I'm telling you is that you should pay attention to what the bylaws say.
Well aware of what the bylaws say. And we're going to be re-looking at it in case we need it. Thank you for that. You surprised me.
Well, I would have called Curtis Road, say now.
Right, you weren't gonna come, you just didn't know.
Well, I assumed she was there because all of us down there.
Well, regardless, you assume she was there, but you didn't know if you could get in. That's why, I guess I've been through this too many times, where I know if it's ICU unless I'm on a go. No big deal, it just kind of surprises me.
Why?
Because you're always sharing good info with me.
That has nothing to do with the information. It has nothing to do with it. I don't know how to do this. I always class it out. How do I go about studying that? Blah, blah, blah. I don't do that. I understand.
it kind of surprised me, given your experience. Because you're always teaching your own best. So I'm hoping, about your health. Well, I'm hoping celebrations, regardless of I get to decide warming up out there. It's getting worse. On today's paper. It's not
I think you have it. It comes with Microsoft. I like it.
What's the
It's a good sense of. Yeah, listen, the chief's guy, I told him to tell you directly because said I don't want to get the note. Oh, I already, so we had a great meeting this week to map out Rosh Hashanah So what we do now, she's going to be just reaching out to you that we can doing in terms of participation She's been playing breast cancer on and off again, and she's last month. And she's young, these kids go with her, she's trying to two kids, and this one is like 8 or 5 years old. You said yeah.
What?
I ya, ya, diddy, da, diddy, da. I'm Rabbi Bat Sheva Appel, interim rabbi for this year here at Congregation Ahavath Beth Israel, and I welcome to all of you who are joining us in person this evening and all of you who are joining us on remotely. And welcome to our Shabbat evening service. We are a diverse community that encompasses a range of backgrounds and experiences. When I invite you to stand, please do so as you are able and comfortable in doing so. If you find the need to be seated after you stand up, please be seated. I want to thank our musicians this evening. So I want to thank Sandy Barrenter and Petra and Steve Pollack. They add so much to our service. I would like to remind you to please turn off your cell phones and other noisemakers that will get in the way of that beautiful, beautiful music. I'm going to invite you very soon to set an intention for this Shabbat. And your intention for this Shabbat could be that you want to put down the lists, put down all of the things that you have to do this week. Your intention for Shabbat could be the enjoyment of family, friends, community. After all, an oneg Shabbat is all about, the oneg of Shabbat is all about enjoying each other. Your intention for Shabbat could be to experience the holiness of the divine. So I'm going to invite you to, as you are comfortable in doing so, uncross your legs and put both feet flat on the floor, uncross your arms, sit up straight. All those adults who told you to stand up straight when you were a kid, I hate to say it, they were right. You might even close your eyes. Any of those things, only as you are comfortable in doing so. And then I want you to take 3 deep breaths. 3 is the number of intention. And as you take those 3 deep breaths, to set your intention for this Shabbat. The prayer book for this service is this one, Mishkan Tefillah. It is blue. You could get one as you came into the sanctuary this evening. We're going to begin on page 128. Page 128, in the middle of the page, towards the top. Ma yafeh hayom, how lovely today is. Shabbat Shalom. Please join with me at the top of page 125 in English. Where has this week vanished? Is it lost forever? Will I ever recover anything from it? The joy of life, the unexpected victory, the realized hope, the task accomplished. Will I ever be able to banish the memory of pain, the sting of defeat, the heaviness of boredom? On this day, let me keep for a while what must drift away. On this day, let me be free of the burdens that must return. On this day, Shabbat, abide. Help me to withdraw for a while from the flight of time. Contain the retreat of the hours and days from the grasp of frantic life. Let me learn to pause, if only for this day. Let me find peace on this day. Let me enter into a quiet world this day. On this day, Shabbat, abide. We continue on page 130 with Lechune Ramena from Psalm 95. Lechune Ramena, Lechune Ramena, Lechune Ramena, Ladonai. Lechune Ramena, Lechune Ramena, Lechune Ramena, Ladonai. Naria, Naria, Letzor Yisheni, Nekadma Fana Betoda. Naria, Naria, Letzor Yisheni, Bizmirot Naria Lo. Lechune Ramena, Lechune Ramena, Lechune Ramena, Ladonai. Lechune Ramena, Lechune Ramena, Lechune Ramena, Ladonai. On the facing page, Shiru Ladonai, Psalm 96. Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol haaretz. Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol haaretz. Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Shemo, Basru miyom leyom Yeshuato. Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Shemo, Basru miyom leyom Yeshuato. Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol haaretz. Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol haaretz. We continue with Lachadoti on page 138. I believe that we're singing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9.
Every other verse.
Every other verse. Oh, we're doing that one. Great. Okay, it's every other verse, and we start with verse 1 and not with the chorus. Am I correct?
No.
I got that wrong. Okay. Start with the chorus and then every other verse.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We're good.
Let
seated. We continue in the English on page 141 together. Adonai is sovereign. God is robed in grandeur. Adonai is robed. God is girded with strength. The world stands firm. It cannot be shaken. Your throne stands firm from of old. From eternity you have existed. The ocean sounds Adonai. The ocean sounds its thunder. The ocean sounds its pounding. Above the thunder of the mighty waters, more majestic than the breakers of the sea, is Adonai, majestic on high. Your decrees are indeed enduring. Holiness befits your house, Adonai, for all time. We continue on page 263 with the Chatzi Kaddish, the Reader's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba, Yamad yivrach irtei v'yamnif malchutei, b'chayei Beit Yisrael, Bagala, Uvisman Karim, Ve'imeru, Yehei Shnei Rabam Mevorah, Ve'olam Omei Almaya, Yitbarach, Ve'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitramam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shemei Kudsha, Rehu, Ve'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, Damiram be'alma, V'yimeru. Page 264, I invite those who are comfortable in doing so to please rise for the Baruch Hu. Please be seated. We continue in the English at the bottom of page 265 together. Adonai, your majesty is proclaimed by the marvels of earth and sky. Sun, moon, and stars testify to your power and wisdom. Day follows day in endless succession, and the years vanish, but your sovereignty endures. Though all things pass, let not your glory depart from us. Help us to become co-workers with you, and endow our fleeting days with abiding word. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamari Baravim. Page 266, we continue singing Ahavat Olam.
Israel.
Page 267, the Shema. Please rise. Please be seated. We continue on the facing page, page 269, responsively by indented paragraph. So I'll read the first paragraph and then you all will read the indented paragraph together. We worship the power that unites the universe, the promise of harmony for all.
Yet that oneness eludes our grasp, as imperfection and evil abound.
Before our eyes there is a vision of perfection, order, and goodness.
There is evil enough to break the heart, and there is good enough to exalt the soul.
When will redemption come?
When we bring everyone what we claim for ourselves.
Long ago we escaped the tyranny of Egypt. Our people saw the power of the Most High.
We learned that God's presence redeems time and event. So we celebrate this power that makes for freedom.
Page 270, we sing Mi Chamocha. Please join us in Hashkideh on page 271. On the next page, you'll see Vishamru.
Shall I find
prayer that is said standing, and people are anticipating my request that you might want to stand. Love an attentive congregation. We're going to begin on page 273, and we're going to continue, and then there's going to be time for your own inner meditation. You might pray the prayers that are on the page, you might pray the prayers that are in your heart, you might find one prayer that you just stick with tonight, and that's up to you, and your attitude of prayer might be one that is standing, and your attitude of prayer might be seated. You will decide what your own desires are for prayer this evening, page 273. Adonai sekatati ta'uvia ita hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'elohei Gibor Banura, Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, Bekonei Hakol, Bezocher Chasdei Avot Ve'imahot, Umedi Gevula Livnei Bneihem, Leman Shemo Ve'ahav, Melech Ozer Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Be'ezrat Sarah, atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayei HaKol atah Rab Lehoshia, Morid Hatzal, Mechalkel Chaim B'Chesed, Mechayei HaKol B'Rachamim, Somech Noflim B'Rofech Oholim, Umatir Asurim, Umkayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Ba'al Gevurot, Umito Melech, Melech Meid Umechayem, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayei hakol. The middle of page 276 together. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the Holy God. We continue individually through to page 285.
Oseh Shalom, a prayer for peace. Oseh Shalom, Shalom, B'Rahman, Uyaseh Shalom, Aleinu, Ve'avo Yisrael, Ve'avo Yisrael. Uyaseh Shalom, Aleinu, Ve'avo Yisrael.
It is the custom of our congregation at this moment in the Friday night service to offer thanks for all of the gifts and blessings that we enjoy, for our celebrations and our simchas. We'd like to invite anyone in the congregation who is celebrating or who has something that they are especially grateful for to share their joy and thanksgiving with our community. So I invite you, raise your hand, and I will call on you and you will share. Yes.
Well, tomorrow is our 44th wedding anniversary.
Woo! 44 years of marriage. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's all that nicely done. Okay. Who else? Yes.
Yesterday was, I had 73 years of living.
Oh, 73rd birthday. There we go.
Yes.
Okay.
And I was recently added to the board of the Boise Philharmonic.
Oh, and added to the board of the Boise Philharmonic. Lovely. Congratulations. So, yes.
Well, I want to follow up that on our anniversary, Charles isn't here, but we did go visit the piglets in Oregon. And they're very cute. And I brought back 2 chickens that grew up on that farm. And tonight I'm making matzo ball soup from my husband's aunt who has COVID. And it was my first try at gluten-free matzo ball.
Okay, gluten-free matzo balls, that is a miracle right there. And so you brought some chicken soup to your aunt who has
Well,
COVID.
actually, he did, and I'm here.
Okay, he's bringing chicken soup to the aunt who has COVID. You're here praying on her behalf. And you visited the pigs and came home with 2 chickens. Okay, piglets, you said. I'm repeating everything because I know that the people who are watching us can't see you.
That's right.
So I want them to be able to understand the joy that you are sharing. They're adorable. Little baby animals are always adorable. That's strategy, if you ask me. So, okay, other things that people are grateful for. Okay, yes.
Grateful for the congregation and being here tonight, that I have missed it for a while.
So you've been missing us and came back tonight, and we are grateful that you are here. I'm glad to see you. Yes.
I'm grateful that the air conditioning works.
Okay, we have gratitude for air conditioning. I know I had a friend who was just sending an urgent message. She lives elsewhere, and she's like, yeah, they came to fix the air conditioning and it worked for an hour and now it's not working anymore.
Oh.
And they're talking about weekend rates. So, yeah. So air conditioning, not something to take for granted.
Yeah.
Okay, any other things to be grateful for or to celebrate? Okay, so for all these things, celebrating an amazing anniversary of being married, Mazal Tov. for a birthday, Mazal Tov, for air conditioning and being able to bring food to somebody and enjoying being present. For all these things, Eternal One, we say, Modim Anachnu Lach. We give thanks to you, source of all. May we go from strength to strength, and may we always offer our abundant thanks for your many blessings along the way. And let us say, Amen. So we now think of those who are ailing or in care at this time. We ask for the names of congregants and friends who are in need of healing. So if you have someone, yes?
Teresa Sussman. My daughter Elizabeth.
Virginia de la Garza.
Barry Preminger. Benny Kaplan.
Simon and Ivan.
Marianne and Dave and Arlene.
And I invite those who are watching remotely to please mention the names of those that you're keeping in prayers for healing now. You will find me, and I would like to add the names Ginger Schulman, Simon Rosenblatt, and Sheila McLean. You will find the Misha Barach, the prayer that we say on behalf of those who are in need of healing, on page 371 of your Siddur.
Okay.
So today has been beyond frustrating for so many people because we've learned about the truly global nature of our world, and two small problems with two different programs, Microsoft Windows and CrowdStrike security program, has really upended a whole lot of things. The last article I read said that there were 4,200 cancellations of flights today worldwide, and this is a problem worldwide. There were hospitals that didn't do any operations if they weren't emergency surgery because they were nervous that they weren't going to be able to do anesthesia appropriately. There were all sorts of people who, opening up their computer today, just saw the blue screen of death, which is what happens when your Microsoft just crashes. And there were things that were crashing all over the world. And we found out how fragile it can be sometimes and how interconnected it is. It must have been beyond frustrating for Balak, the king of Moab, for whom this Torah portion is named, to have the Israelites kind of pop up near him. He actually describes them as just being like an ox that eats up all of the grass and covers the land from view. So what does he do? He hires Balaam, the best possible prophet for hire. Balaam comes highly recommended, and Balak thinks that he is worth the sky-high fee for his services. As Balak says, I know that he whom you blessed is blessed, and the one whom you curse is cursed. But even at the beginning, things are not looking good, what with Balaam refusing to take the job at first and then making statements like, now I can't guarantee any results because I can only say what I'm told to say. There are 4 attempts made at cursing this huge group of people. Balak's thinking is if he curses the Israelites and then wages war against them, because they're cursed, they will fail, and therefore he will win. And each time there is the building of 7 altars, great ceremony, a sacrifice of a bull and a ram on each of the altars, and all these attempts fail miserably. It does not matter which angle or which perspective or how much of the people Israel Balaam sees. Each time he blesses the Israelites. To make matters worse, Balaam's final prophecy is a curse against Moab and other nations. Balaam returns to his home and Balak goes his way. I am always intrigued by the way words are used in this story. We have a talking Jenny, that's a she-donkey, that's a female donkey, explaining important observations to a seer for hire who cannot see an angel right in front of him ready to kill him. We have the statement that, for I know the one whom you bless is blessed, and the one whom you curse is cursed. We have Balaam's prophecies with the beautiful words of blessing for Israel that we'll sing tomorrow morning. How lovely are your tents, O Jacob, your dwelling places, O Israel. Matohu ochalecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Yisrael. And we use that to start our Shabbat morning service. And we have the emphatic statement that God is not capricious. Would God speak and not act, promise and not fulfill? Words are important for us as well. In Hebrew, the word davar means both word and thing. The statement that I remember from my childhood, and maybe you remember from yours, sticks and stones will break your bones, but names will never hurt you, is not a Jewish statement. It's not. As Jews, we think that words count, that what we say matters. When people tell me that their words really don't matter, that it's only words, it's only a joke, I frequently want to ask, but then what about your compliments? And what about your words of blessing? And what about when you say, I love you? Those are only words, but they carry so much meaning. Should I ignore those as well? And I will point out that all of the problem today with Microsoft and CrowdStrike, a friend of mine said, I heard that it was only 1 line of code, but they can't be just that small an error. And I was like, oh no, it really can be. It can be 1 little line of code, the equivalent of a sentence, in the wrong format, in the wrong place, in the wrong whatever. And yes, that is enough to do everything that we saw today. Words count for us as well as Balaam, the prophet for hire. The statement, the one who you bless is blessed and the one who you curse is cursed, is also true. We have power with our speech, with what we say to comfort someone, to bless someone, to create community, to teach. We also have the power with our speech to demean someone, to curse someone, to destroy community with gossip or with harsh words. Words count. We are just about to start the period of the 3 weeks from the 17th day of the Hebrew month Tammuz to the 9th of Av, which marks the destruction of the temples in Jerusalem. And the story of how the destruction of the second temple came to be is captured in the Talmud. And this is how the story goes. The destruction of Jerusalem came through a Kamsa and a bar Kamsa in this way. Certain man had a friend Kamsa and an enemy, bar Kamsa. He once made a party and said to a servant, "Go, bring Kamsa." The man went and brought bar Kamsa. When the man who gave the party found him there, he said, "See, you tell tales about me. What are you doing here? Get out." Said the other one, "Since I am here, let me stay, and I will pay you for whatever I eat and drink." He said, "I won't." "Then let me give you half the cost of the party." "No," said the other. "Then let me pay for the whole party." He still said no, and took him by the hand and put him out. Bar Kamsa then uses his public embarrassment and the fact that no one stood up for him as the justification for a pretty convoluted plot that causes the Jews to revolt and the Romans to destroy the city. Bar Kamsa's carefully planted words with the Roman government become the tinder to start the fire. We all have a power to make a difference with our words. Part of what I am doing now, which is being arranged, where did she go? Betsy, there you are. Which Betsy Russell is arranging, is I'm listening to the stories of people here at Cabby. And those stories are really very powerful because it gives me an idea of what this community is and what this community is becoming. So your words, by your words to me, by your telling your stories to me, you are creating community. You do it every time you talk about Cabby. We can make a determination with our words that we will not gossip or engage in Lashon Hara. We can decide to give words of blessing to the people in our lives. We can decide that we will help our community by being part of these small groups that Betsy's arranging, where I can hear your stories. For I know that the one whom you bless is blessed. I know this about each one of you in the congregation tonight and joining us remotely. Whether or not we've met, whether or not I've heard your story, each one of us holds the power to bless with our words. We now begin to conclude our service. We turn to Arlena, page 586 in your prayer book. And we start at the top of the page, and thank you so much for saying the next thing that I'm going to say, which is I invite all those who are comfortable in doing so to please rise. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol l'teikinu le'oser b'reshit shelo asanu kigoyei aratzot ve'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama shelo samu chelkeinu kahem ve'gor aleinu k'chol amonam va'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Page 591. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol ha'aretz hayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. Please be seated. At this time, we think of all those who have gone before us, those whom we remember and miss, those who we still mourn in the still silent places of our hearts. I am saddened to announce the death of Pam Human, who died this morning. The funeral will be on Tuesday, July 23rd at Cabby at 10 a.m. with the interment to follow. Details about both the funeral and the Shiva will be sent by email tomorrow evening after Shabbat. Zichrona Livracha, may her memory be for blessing. We also recall those who died in the past months: Sonia Teverovskaya, Joseph Stern, John Barnett, Shira Cronenberg, Harriet Berenter, Maria Stern, Edward Levitch, Judith Tillman, David Thompson, Judith Gardner, Marion Holmes, Alan Salzberg, Linda Tell. Are there others whose names you wish to mention? If so, please let me know.
My grandfather Nathan Sackerson.
Linda Kern.
Manuel Diaz.
Tom Ross.
And if you are joining us remotely, I would invite you to say the names of those you are remembering now. And now I invite the mourners and all those whose custom it is to do so to rise for Kaddish, page 598. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divra pirutei v'yamlik malchutei, v'chayakon v'yomekon v'chayei t'kol Beit Yisrael, v'agala u'zizman kariv yimru, amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam olmei olmaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei kudshah v'rivhu, le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, ta'amiran v'yalma v'yimru, amen. Yehei Shlomo Rabbah min Shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru, amen. Oseh shalom v'brama, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru, amen. Please be seated. We say Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be for blessing, and may peace come to all who mourn. Are there any announcements tonight of congregational events you'd like to share? Okay, just know that we've already started getting ready for the high holidays. They're late this year, but it's already time to get ready for them, so just consider that. Are there any guests this evening who would want to introduce themselves? And no, it's not compulsory. I don't believe in coercion.
That's all right.
Yes.
I'm Spencer Alley. I'm just visiting today.
Welcome, Spencer. Shabbat Shalom.
I'm his dad, Brian Halley.
Welcome, Brian. Shabbat Shalom. Welcome. Okay, so immediately, again, they do not have to introduce themselves if they don't want to.
He's okay.
No, that's fine. My name is Kurt Football. First time ever. Very excited to be here. Very excited to learn more. You.
Wonderful. Welcome. Immediately following our service tonight, we're joining in the social hall, which is just across the way, for Kiddush and Motzi. So just so you know. For closing song, please join us in Adon Olam, which is on page 625 of your Siddur.
The
That's what she was checking.
Was on the opposite. Oh, yeah.
There's not a generation of
Guys, there was one
Oh, they did. That's an anniversary.
Hey Steve, where
Like, we're saying under this bed, July 13th. It's a.
Going up here, let's see.
Is there even one? There may not be.
Probably.
I bet there isn't, and that's why I'm saying. So one of those boys was in the and the other one. Okay, so, and this is, yeah. Oh, yes. Low and just low, yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Because I think to represent it, this is probably solid wood underneath. We'd have to cut through both, but that doesn't mean it couldn't be done.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it couldn't be done, for sure.
There's no, well, the chairs are very old. If you come over for.
There's one underneath.
Oh, is there?